can tell there's a girl in the room when
you know what I mean? Making me fix up the camera angles and
it's when
make sure the lighting's right.
Lighting gets discussed.
What was the reason I gave you? I'm melanated.
There you go.
Melanin going on here, so I can't just sit under the light. I'm going to look like a shiny bright light with teeth.
No, you look good, man.
Talking.
I can see. There we go.
The lighting is fixed.
That's all I care about. It's not what all I care about. I can't remember what podcast it was. My hair looked atrocious. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Atrocious.
This is not radio.
We'll have you glowing on. We'll have you glowing on this one, don't worry.
Tubble's giggling because he knows. Like,
yeah.
just literally roll out of bed forward, roll onto radio. Like.
Yeah, I've seen those times when we used to do radio show handovers. Nadia
Tubble's
Jae's
like,
there, literally in the tracksuit she woke up in.
Yeah.
No makeup, hair undone.
Yeah.
No cameras in the building.
And on air, you wouldn't have a clue.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
Sound prim and proper. Nadia Jae is on the Talkover podcast.
Yes, sir.
Our very first female.
Our
first female guest.
Wow.
And the most dedicated because she's actually been sat in the building for 2.5 hours.
That is, I'm ride or die.
That's how eager she is.
Ride or die.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna be late.
No, I'm the complete opposite. Because I didn't go to what I was supposed to go to.
Double, she got here before you.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Before you, bro.
Nadia Jae's in the building.
Hi.
Let's talk about the trials and tribulations of the female DJ.
Yes.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to kick it off by saying I've got a lot of respect for you as a female DJ.
What, today?
Today I have.
Today, thank you.
Because
I appreciate you. I'm joking.
I obviously met you. How many years ago now?
It's
what,
been a long time,
5 years ago or something? When did you join the radio station?
5 years ago.
And you were just a presenter. I mean that in the nicest way, just a presenter.
No,
but I remember there was a point where you were like,
on the beat?
Yeah.
Well, it was Bang Radio at the time. Bang Radio. But I remember there was a point in time where you were like, I want to start DJing and I want to actually do club bookings and stuff. And now we're probably going back, what, 3 years now, maybe 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
And so what actually you asked me for some advice on equipment and stuff, and so you were starting to get into it. But you know what I noticed, and this is what was sick. You booked Studio 2 every week and went in there and practiced your mixing.
Oh my God, did I?
You did.
Oh my God, yeah, I did. With CDs.
Yeah, because I remember I would take, because you would do it, I think you would do it after your radio show.
Yeah, I did.
So I would be on air after you, and you were going to Studio 2 and be in there just banging out mixing and practicing and practicing and practicing.
I rate that.
And now you've got the skills.
I'm so glad you remembered that because I genuinely didn't.
That's why. That's one of the reasons.
Like,
I didn't actually know you was a. I thought you was more presenter. I wasn't fully plugged in.
Yeah, I don't want to inflate her ego too much. She's not like amazing.
I heard her talking off the podcast before, talking about key points. That oh, this girl's a proper DJ. You know?
Yeah, so Nadia Jae is active out there. You can actually mix.
We try,
and you're doing a lot of bookings. I see your socials doing stuff. So yeah, I mean it's cool because you're one of what I'll say is this might get me some smoke. This might hurt a few feelings. You're one of a few select female DJs who can actually mix and do the gun fingers from Cable.
I am too.
He's actually saying it.
I'm doing gun fingers as well because even like you guys must get frustrated. You have no idea what it feels like as a female to hear other DJs and think, why? Why? There's like 6% of us that are sick, which wasn't me, by the way, at first. Like I was saying to Cable in the kitchen, I must have had the shittest first couple of sets. You just do, innit?
All of us,
you just got to go through that. You just have to. But you know, there's only I didn't know. Like it's so mad because I've always come on with this underdog mentality, which is gonna stay. It is what it is, isn't it? And being a disc jockey is not a joke. It is an actual art form. You have to learn it. You know you're not going to learn it overnight, etc. But I literally hear girls and I'm like, oh, like shuddering in the corner, thinking, I hate you and what you're doing, because what you're doing is representing me and other females that are actually trying to up their levels and trying to do things properly. And, you know, like I was saying to Cable earlier, and I was like, I love it when, like I said, I DJ at Box Park every other weekend. Majority of the time, yeah, there's some stupid misogynistic person that's going to come up to you and be like, are you DJing? I'm like, no, I've just got headphones. The decks are here. USB. I'm USB based now more than anything. I don't use Serato as much, but I was like, no, and I just look them dead in their face and they'd be like, right. And then give it 2 hours. They'll come up to me and they'll be like, oh my God, yeah, you sound like a guy. That shouldn't be a compliment, but it is for me.
Okay, right. Okay. You mix like a guy.
Yeah.
Girls can mix too. That's a t-shirt brand right there. Girls can mix too.
Well, I don't want to be a female DJ. I just want to be a DJ.
Well, I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say, man. Like, there's no. I think if someone is a dope DJ, like female or male, I don't think it matters. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think
if you're dope, regardless. I would say.
Yeah. But I do think that there is, and this is coming from a I mean, I'm being biased in the sense, but I know that there is definitely a level of like, oh, girls look better. We get paid more in certain respects, and I know that's knowing that there is definitely pointers to being a female DJ than there are less for men. Yeah. At the same time, there will be flyers, and there might be one girl on there, if you're lucky. So the competition is stiff.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself a drink of water.
Yeah, go for it.
Keep talking.
Yeah, there's that. That makes it very much like I've got to be really, really sick as a female, because unfortunately I'm not getting the bookings like a male would. Not so much now. I'm lucky that I don't even know how I did it, to be honest with you. I just started talking to people, and then before you know it, bookings start to come, and you know, it's like you said, it's good to actually be good at what you do. Like,
do you get a lot of like people coming up and making comments with the females in like I would say it's like it is a male dominated like industry in a way, really, isn't it?
It's one of those things where I think if I see a female that I don't know DJing and she's good, I automatically, and I might get buried for saying this, I automatically think, right, she's actually quite good.
Exactly.
Whereas if it was a guy, I just think, oh, he's good. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. There's not an element of surprise. But if I see a girl and she's got skills, I am actually genuinely surprised, which is such a terrible thing to say out loud. Sorry, ladies, and I know I'm going to get buried for saying it.
But do you think that's because you haven't heard a lot of good female DJs?
I think that's the case.
And that's just the truth.
I think it is because there's a very small selection of DJs, female DJs, that I can say, actually, you know what, I'd be happy for you to cover one of my sets.
I agree.
There is a small selection of them. There's definitely a thing where I think it works against females, as in it's harder to be taken seriously. Like, oh, I'm a DJ. Oh, you're a DJ. Oh, you like, how's your Instagram?
I have no dating life because of that.
But at the same time, I also think, as we discussed in other podcasts, there are more opportunities for females when a female is wanted, and it locks guys out. And the problem is, certain females will get the job because they're a female, regardless of talent. Do you know what I mean? So like, it swings and roundabouts.
That can DJ.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, I don't care who watches this, I'm not bothered, but you know, there are those females that are females, and I mean, I've seen duos. I'm like, what the fuck are you two doing? My ears are my duos, do you know what I mean? Like, listen, yesterday, right, I need to shout out RCA and Box Park. We had the Travis Scott night. It was mental, as in, like, I sweated to the point where I think I lost weight. It was so sick. Like, it was people were on the, like, swinging from the roof. It was mad. It was mental. Probably one of the best sets I've ever done.
Playing there, yeah.
Yeah, I played there the night. And I don't understand. My friend was behind me filming me, and I wanted to tell him to fuck off because he's getting in my way.
You need
what are you doing with the two of you?
You need the space, man.
Like, I was watching Love Island the other night, and there's a duo, because I'm actually looking at who's DJing now.
Oh yeah, they use them two. Is it the two girls?
Two girls.
Yeah, they've been doing that from day.
From what day, innit? But I never noticed it before because it was never out of my pocket.
Can they mix though? Have they got skills? Can they mix, and are they good?
I heard them drop mixing. And then I met another two duo girls on Instagram, and they messaged me, and I was like, oh, hi girls, like, you know, just because girls want to be nice and whatever, and I followed them. And I saw them mixing, and one's just like, I know what she's going to play next. And the other one's just playing, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Bit of acting going on.
Is this real? Like,
they're playing off the novelty, really, innit? Just look pretty and push buttons.
Right, and that frustrates me, and I just think, you know, you guys think you look at females and get frustrated. Trust me, any female that can DJ, that is working her ass off to make sure she's being taken seriously, she's getting her technicals up, she's getting booked, like you said, being taken seriously properly, as in, I could rock up in a tracksuit, I could still wear a dress though. So obviously there's that as well. Like, I remember when I first started, I joined a female DJ agency, and she was the most misogynistic of them all, and she was a woman.
Jesus.
Don't come to the club in trousers. I wore trousers. Fucking tell me what to wear.
You can't be telling people what to wear, man.
What are you doing? It's that stupid. And don't get me wrong, if you are a woman, please be all of that, whatever that means for you. Like, for me, it means sometimes wearing a tracksuit, it means sometimes turning up I might have a belly. I could come in a bikini. Do you know what I mean? If we're getting booked abroad and wear a bikini, it's not a problem. What you're not going to do is tell me how I need to look in order to DJ.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. Like, my ability is not based on how I dress and vice versa. However, I also appreciate that the way I look helps, because I mean, I'm wearing brands today. I didn't pay for this. This is great. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and pretend. But if another guy, like I would say to guys, if you are a guy that's in the club, like I never, ever, ever looked at club bookings and thought, that's where I need to be, because I make more money from brands. I want to buy a house. That's all I want to do. I just want to buy a house. So whoever pays the most, that's where I'm going.
So in terms of the brand work then, is that like corporate jobs, like if Adidas, because I know you do a lot of stuff with Adidas. So if they've got an event, are you DJing for it, or are they literally paying you and endorsing you to wear?
No, I'm DJing. I'm being paid to DJ, and I'm getting gifted.
That tracksuit is fly, by the way.
This is everything to me.
It's not my colour. Wrong time of year, and it's not my colour.
I love
this guy's such a hater, man. But
I've
never seen you in a tracksuit anyway.
That's the type of tracksuit. If you did it, I'm going back to my childhood now. It's the type of tracksuit. If you did a knee slide, you know, in the assembly hall in school. I know Cable knows this. You do a knee slide, and they're the ones that just go all shiny and burnt. Friction them out.
That's true.
But don't get me wrong. There are some other DJs that are females that might not, that are working with brands and are just getting paid out of product. I'm not even disputing, live your best life, babe, but what I'm not doing is I'm not working a part-time job somewhere. I am a full-time DJ and presenter, so I can't do that. Like, good for you to, you know, do your posts on Insta and sponsored. And like I said, don't get, if anyone hollers at me now, Nadia, can you do a sponsored post? Yep, 150, 250, what we calling it? Right, I'll wear it and I'll put it up. But what I'm not doing is taking the DJ career and making it into something that is shiny, when actually I'm up all the fucking time. There's headphones in my ears all the time. I'm going deaf. For fuck's sake. Like, my ears are burning all the time. All I'm thinking about is songs. I'm thinking about mixes. I'm doing guest mixes. I'm saying yes to all of them. I haven't spent a lot of time with my child. Like, all these things are the norm. That's the normality of, my laptop is in my back. I'm literally on the bus. I'm on the bus. I'm on the tube. I'm on here. I'm on there. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're actively living that hard DJ life.
And I'm not even doing clubs. If I was doing clubs, I had no eyelids. Like, I'd literally be knackered.
I like the fact that you obviously you got your son Kai as well. And I think, like, so I mentioned my son and the fact that through my graft I don't get a lot of family time. But I think it's even worse for a mum.
I mean, luckily he gets to come with, like, Roman's what, 6?
5.
Kai's 11. So at one stage I was doing all the Adidas football bookings. That was just, honestly, he just got football boots all day long.
He's doing his own thing anyway, isn't he? I've seen him. He was in an advert not too long ago.
He was in an ad with them. So he just, I'd be like, right, what friend you bring in? All right, cool. Who's performing this time? Missed. Cool, let's go. He's the best mum ever. So, but at the same time, no, you're right. I'll come home. Like today, for example, sometimes I just got to say no to stuff. I don't want to, but like I've got a booking on his birthday. That's real. I literally was like, I can't do it. Then I was like, shit, actually I can. It's 11 o'clock. Cool. His party will probably finish at 9. Put him to bed. 10 o'clock. Boom. I'll go out. That is the reality of it. Being a parent and working. Like I said, everyone's completely different, and some people are living at home, living their best lives, whatever. But I think if you are a female DJ, don't take away from the fact that this is a thing. It's not like, it's not something that people are just picking up as a joke. It's not like, I think it discredits the whole industry when you have even presenters, and you're talking about like people going on Love Island or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're a presenter. Don't do that. You're coming to cheapen what everyone else is doing. Like, some people have been doing this for years and years and years and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. You just fucking come along, go on a reality TV show. Hi, I'm a presenter. No,
fast track into the club, so you're getting 5 bags a night to go into the club.
Presenter or DJ, jobs, man.
Host.
Or both.
Yeah,
or DJ, but you're not mixing. But like I said, and like Cable said earlier, it doesn't take out of my pocket. So I just want everyone to know and be who they are. So if you are like a brands DJ, when you're DJing for brands, it's not the same as corporate. It's not the same as radio. It's not the same as club. So if you can do all, great. If you can't, it doesn't matter. It's not, just stay in your lane, innit?
Yeah,
stay in your lane. I don't want to see you uploading videos of you fucking mixing the most simplest thing I've ever heard. The songs are overrunning. I can hear the friggin', it's clanging, and then lyrics are going back and forth. It's just like, please don't do this to us females. Like, just
I think that's the thing now, isn't it? The videos of the mixing.
I did put one up yesterday,
the too simple track mix.
Yeah,
but that shit, some of them, I'm seeing some of them shits go viral.
But I was
on my Twitter tower, it's like 5,000 retweets and that.
It's
but
dead, man.
It's also a way to promo yourself. But I'm a bit more old school. I put mixes on, like you were talking about mixes earlier. I will have an hour. I go gym now. Big girl. Big girl now, you know. Stuff. Go gym now. Oi. And I've got 4 or 5 mixes. I listen to them myself. I'm actually like, oh, this is actually really fucking good. Like,
yeah, you know,
I'm not the only one that rinses my own mixes then.
Yeah, bro, I do the same. And you know what?
I'll listen to it like 3 or 4 times and I'll be like, okay.
Some of them, if I don't like them, I delete them. But
no, I'm still every day in the gym. I do gym 5 days a week. And 4 weeks ago, I dropped a mix. I'm still listening to it every gym session. Go. That's important though, because if you don't think your own mix bangs, don't put it out. Like, please don't release it if you're not still listening to it a month later.
But I think we're lucky we've got radio in it. I've been like, I don't know where all these guest mixes have come from. I've literally done a good 6 or 7 in the last like 2 weeks. But that's because I've been guest mixing alone by myself on my own channel, if that makes sense. So I guess someone's obviously heard something and thought, right, cool, get her on. Not me doing a 20-second video, even though, simple plug, I did post a video yesterday of the Travis Scott video because it was fucking mental. People jumping up and down.
The Travis Scott part,
yeah, it was just,
you know what, sometimes it's good to post them things out in a place where, if you're in a club, I'm not expecting you to go on your videos and go super, super ham with all this mad stuff. If that video is just to show, look, I can do this, and they will react like that, cool. But it's one of them ones where if you're at a home setting, and you're just doing an 8-bar mix. Like, why are you doing that? Like,
you've got a chance. You're in your own crib, in your own comfortable surroundings. You've got a chance to go ham.
You've got all day to practice that 30 seconds. Do something nuts.
Yeah, but I think also, you know, I will never forget when I did my first transition. Oh my God, that went on the ground. And it was terrible.
Yeah, but that's all right on your first one though. It was. We're talking about people that are years deep in this, and now it's like,
I guess.
There's this song into that song into that song, just mixing. Like,
yeah, but we're talking mediocrity.
At least do a scratch, but they're not. It's just cue.
I posted a couple of videos before on Instagram, but it's been more like I did an old school routine. It was like 1.5 years ago, 2 years now, and it was like all Motown, old school like classic shit, and it was like a 5-minute.
Yeah, but that's different. Even if you're not like doing some mad 3-deck spinning round under your knee, all that kind of stuff.
I've not done one since.
What the unique selling point in that is you're talking about it's Motown. It's not a 105 BPM Afro swing mix.
Well, that's why I went. That's why I went down that route. I just thought I'd flip it, and I'm an old school guy anyway. So
no, but that's where it That's where it is. And sorry, just a shameless plug, seeing as we're all plugging our stuff. I just did
DJStylusUK on Instagram.
No, I just did the DJ City podcast for this month.
I'm not listening to that yet.
But what I did was, I thought, okay, so it's a half-hour guest mix. I don't want to do like just the standard top 40 whatever records that are out now. Let me do something that I would listen to, but also DJs are going to be listened. So I took like an old Mobb Deep record, did some research into where they got the sample from, some crazy jazz record, boom, okay, I put them two together. I got jazz in the mix, and I got some old, do you know what I mean, genres I don't even know what they are, but transitioning into songs. So DJs can hear it and be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
but don't don't underestimate that it's just DJs, because one of my, I think I did a guest mix on
done
SK.
Too many.
No, I can't remember where it played. On SK's SK Vibe Maker.
Oh yeah,
okay. On his breakfast show.
Yeah.
And I played Little Duval Smile Bitch, and I was just thinking, no one fucking knows where this has come from, do they?
No, I did.
So obviously I played.
I had this conversation a couple of days ago.
So I went so I played it, and then I thought, fuck it, I'm playing the original. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I will always play the original because some people just don't. DJs back in the day, you almost used to school us, innit? Don't look at new school DJs and think, fuck it, I'm just gonna lose and just do what everyone else is doing. Do you know how many times I've gone to raves and I'm like, these lot have no knowledge of music at all. There is no repertoire. There is nothing. You're just literally mixing songs that were made 3 or 4 years ago. My job is now to prove that I'm not you. Like, I'm not going to not be me. I don't want you lot to go to, I know I'm still saying you are, but I don't want older DJs and more refined DJs to go to club and think, fuck it, this is what everyone wants to hear. You think it is. I don't want you to juggle and go on your knees and do a head spin and do whatever. I don't want you to do that, but I want some flavour.
Yeah.
I want to hit, you mentioned Donch earlier. Like,
he's so
Donch
sick.
has found, because we go back, I hate being booked with Donch. Like, I actually hate it.
Yo, that guy posted a video and I was like, nah.
I don't think I play. I don't think I've...
We're at Box Park together.
Right.
So I'm always like looking on the flat. I'm like, fuck Donch, right? Fuck, what am I going to do this time? What am I going to do that's going to really... But kudos to him and to you as well, even though you hated me for a while when I first said I wanted to DJ. He's always like, yeah, you obviously listen to everyone. Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah, I was going to say, what? Did I miss something there?
We'll talk about that in a second.
No, yeah,
he does say to me, like, I'm not someone that will, if I'm booked with any of you lot, I'm going to hear how you lot play, and I'm going to make sure I step up each and every time.
Yeah, man.
I have to. Well, it's just with anything. You start coming on the decks and plateauing there, like, yeah, I'm good. Well, then you'll just stay good, won't you? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So every time I do a set, I'll do something, and I'm like, oh, shit, it worked. Yes, okay, cool. Right, we can add that. And I think that is what's missing with some men, to be honest with you. I've heard some guys.
Lot, not just some, a lot.
Yeah. And I didn't realise that. I was like, wow, like, I got to a point where I've never even openly admitted this, but I've heard some guys, and blessed, there was one guy, I'm not going to say who it is, but he did a set. I came on and he was like, fuck it, you're better than me, aren't you? And I was like, fuck, I wish you never said
don't
that.
get it twisted. Like,
in my head I was like, oh!
It's a majority male audience that watches the podcast, and yeah, don't get it twisted. Nadia Jae will bury you. Like,
oh, don't say that. They're going to listen to my mixes now and be like, shit, even that sick.
Even from a selection point of view, like,
I appreciate
and this
that,
is the thing, that's like I say, that's why I wanted to get you in. And that's why from a DJ side of things, I mean, like I said at the start, we knew each other before you were DJing because of presenting and stuff.
Yeah, you've known me.
And then when it was like, I want to be a DJ, my thought process was like, another female DJ.
Sake.
Like, great. Like,
but I'm glad.
Do you know what I mean? But that's why I said, as soon as I saw you putting the work in and you were actually, before you went out and tried to get bookings, you made sure that your shit was proper and you really could mix. And that's was like, okay, well, actually, like, she doesn't want to be a DJ. She is a DJ now. Like, whereas the other ones, I feel like it's just, that's a cool thing to do. Like, there's some Instagram content there, and do you know what I mean? Like, there's a little bit of extra revenue. I can just turn up and look pretty, play the bait shit, and crack on. Yeah,
but then they don't get booked for. It's difficult because if I didn't have Box Park, I wouldn't know how to hold a crowd properly. Like, there's times where I'll never, like, I always say to myself, okay, when I've got, you know, when you've got them in it, you play the bangers, whatever. I've got you now, right? Fuck it, we're doing Luther Vandross. We're now going where I'm going, like. And honest to God, I just want to apologise to every DJ in the world. Requests are the most fucking annoying things. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That does not go with what I'm playing.
Yeah.
Oh!
I don't think people take into account where your set is at when you ask for a song. Yeah, man.
We've got a whole episode about this.
Yeah, I know actually. But I just wanted to say requests. Sorry.
The ravers don't catch the journey. Like, they just come and ask for what they want to hear. They don't take into account where your set is at, the journey
I'll tell you what, I'll just echo this out for you 1 second.
Yeah,
no!
I don't think the everyday raver, like, gets that side of it.
It drives me
crazy.
crazy.
Say people just want to hear the hits now, man. Like, majority of the time.
But like I said,
it's on us though to push it.
Not come from It's
on us.
Like, exactly. Like, crowd control does not come from DJing at Topshop Oxford Street, which I love, by the way. Love you guys. Don't ever get it twisted. I love you guys. But
I played Topshop before back in the day, man.
Yeah, you just
big up Topshop.
Big up Topshop each and every time. But when I'm there, I fuck it up. Like, we're going to play old school funky house, and then before you know it, all the people are coming down. They're like, "Oh, we knew it was you." That's what I'm there to do.
Yeah.
I'm not there to sound like everybody else. I'm going to give you a bit of me. Of course, I'm not going to go ham. And if they said no grime, you're not going to hear me playing grime. It's not Niketown, is it? But I'm definitely going to give you some other stuff here. And yeah, we'll have 18-year-olds singing Luther Vandross, and we'll have your mum screaming out fucking gigs, and we'll do that. Do you know what I mean? But when you are not booked for raves, you can't learn that.
Yeah, true that.
It's that simple.
You got to be out in the field to get your stripes up, I guess.
Yeah.
You do a lot of other stuff, like in the industry. Obviously, you do your presenting and things.
Yeah.
Do you think, as a female in the industry, it's easier to maneuver? And the reason I asked that, is just for example, I know you're good friends with Tasha.
I am, yeah.
And she's where? Polydor now?
No, she's at RCA now.
Oh, she's at RCA. Yeah. Okay, so she's at RCA. So I was thinking about this, networking for females, and this is taking it away from DJing and really broadening it as a music industry thing.
Yeah, let's go there.
Networking for females and getting into that, like, really into the industry is so much easier.
No way.
And no, but do you know why it is?
Why?
Because you can holler Tasha and be like, oh, there's an event. Do you want to go tomorrow? Or you can holler Semtex and be like, oh, this event's on. Like, are you rolling? I'll roll with you. Whereas I could holler Semtex.
Semtex.
It was just the first male person that I know involved. But do you know what I mean? Like, but for example, if I was just to shout Tasha, do you want to go to this event? That sounds like I'm asking her out.
Yeah, but that's it. The only reason I can ask Tasha is because she's my friend.
Yeah, okay, but
I can't ask Paris, and I know Paris.
What?
Really
you don't reckon?
No, I think the thing is with Tash, who's a perfect example actually. So, everyone only ever wants to see the frigging cherry on the cake. No one wants to see the fact that everyone looked at Tasha, thought she was not serious. Everyone thought she was a hoe. Everyone thought this, that and the other. Everyone thought she dressed promiscuous. Oh, she's got long nails. Oh, she don't know nothing about music. She has been in this music industry for nearly 10 years.
Yeah.
First of all, she started presenting. She did work with Mobo. She's done work with MTV. Then because of that, she wasn't really getting taken seriously. So then she had to go back a step and did some work like A&R wise with Da Vinci. She did a lot of stuff. She's released a project. She's done so much stuff. Then at the same time, she was trying to work into labels. No one cares. You're just a girl, innit? What do you know about music? What do you know about grime? Or what do you know about? Because at the moment, I guess it was grime, not so much rap that we have now. Yeah. What do you know about grime? Well, I've interviewed all of them. Oh, great, but it's only because you look good on camera.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Blogs galore. She's written for every publication. You literally go on her website, you will see the amount of stuff she had to do just to get considered to work for Universal. And even then, it wasn't the label. It was Universal Marketing, just the random side seat section. That wasn't even a label. After that, because she was still working so hard, she did a good 3 or 4 years she was doing that for, got to the point where she was like, I'm plateauing, I don't have anywhere else to go. A good word was put in for her, like majority of us, to be honest with you. Everyone's had a good word put. And then she got Polydor. What everyone else will see is, oh, there's that girl that poses on like in nice dresses and stuff, and now she's got a job at Poly.
She does have good Instagram posts.
She's got great
just putting out. Big up Tasha. She
Big
has
up
got
Tasha
good
on the
posts.
door. We know what we're talking about.
The door.
And I just think it's not easy. It's not, because you get looked at as a groupie, or you'll get looked at as, oh, she obviously wants something, or she can give me something. No, just want to be a friend, actually. Like, everyone assumes, I know I'm quite friendly, but I feel like if I fancy you, I'll tell you. No one knows that because they don't know you straight away.
Okay.
So I guess if you're meeting people, like even now, like yesterday, I'm trying to tell this guy to fuck off because I'm trying to get my, I don't know what I was trying to do, aux leads all over the place. I was like, I can't hear the music right now. This is a label event and you're sitting here talking to me about, yeah, DJ in Leeds. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I don't care. And I feel bad because if he watches this, bless him, he's like, oh, I messaged you the other day. So did my mum. I haven't texted her back yet. Do you know what I mean? But because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to what? Be grateful, happy. Yeah, I DJ here, there and everywhere. Great. Can I have your number? No. Like, I'm now really comfortable saying no. I never used to be, because I think, shit, if I say no now, he's going to think I'm too nice. He's not going to give me this job. He's not going to do this. Fuck it off. No, you're not going to get my number. Here's Lucy. It's my booking emails, yeah? Holler at Lucy. She'll let you know if I'm free that day and we'll set out a price. He hasn't hollered at me. It's a waste of time.
He doesn't want to talk to Lucy.
Easy.
He wants Nadia Jae's.
Yeah, he does.
Right,
he went the direct route and got pied.
I do appreciate that. Yeah, we're a bit more friendly than a bearded double. I get that. Like, of course, if I'm in someone's inbox, like if I said to Cable today, "Oh, Cabes, you know what? Can we like set up DJ sessions? Like, let's do." Of course, he's gonna be like, "Yeah." Maybe it might be a bit weird if you do it because you're a guy. I don't know, but it'll be weird if a girl hollered at me and said, "Oh, can we have the?" I'll be like, "No."
Do you get many girls trying to connect with you in the DJ scene, or
no? Don't hate me.
What's it like for girls? Is that what it's like?
I don't know why. Other than Melody, but majority of girls don't. Oh, and Sandra, she's really nice. Actually, no one hates me. I'm taking the piss, but no, they don't.
Do you think that's one of the problems then, that there's not like a full community of dope female DJs, kind of like?
There is Born and Bred. I have
like
to shout them out.
Of it.
They are like a collective of female DJs, but then you do have, and I don't, when this podcast comes, I've done podcasts before and I know what I say might be, a bit like whatever, but there is a group of girls, 2 girls actually, they're called Bossy London. I really do like these girls, but I think they're a bit cliquey.
Right.
So I feel like I couldn't holler at them and say, yo girls, can we do something? But then there's also a set of girls called Girl Gang and they do some work at Box Park. I've never hollered, but I feel like if I did, it would work.
Right, yeah.
So girls, we're struggling. We're still trying to find our feet. We're still in a place whereby only 1% of us are making these big, like, you lot all know me. Has anyone booked me?
I only just met you today, to be fair.
No, you don't.
So I'm not. So I'm out of the game. But Double spoke highly of you though in the past.
I know, and I appreciate that. And I'm not saying it I'm not saying it like book me. I'm just saying that there's still only 1% of females that are making bookings anyway. So therefore, us coming together is a bit like, yeah, there's a lot of competition here. I don't want to come together. I want to be standalone, and I don't want, you're as strong as who the strongest contender is in your group, innit? So if you're around girls that are kind of mediocre or girls that are you don't know or don't rate, it's hard to get to know. Like I did start a thread. I was like, girls, I want to find you. There's some sick girls on SoundCloud. 200 followers though, no one cares.
Well, there's a girl at my end's called Whitley, and she's dope, man. Like, she watches the podcast and she hits me up in Insta DM, not like that. She replies to a lot of the trailers that we post, and she kind of reminds me of you in a way, like exactly how you broke down, like the way you've gone about it. She is in it. She's on it, man. Like, so from socials to mixes to technical ability. I think she's out. She's been playing for Volatile in Napa.
She did the whole season.
I'm not sure if she's done. I think she might be out there doing the whole season.
My next.
But yeah, she's out there doing a team with Volatile. So like, there is some dope female DJs out there, 100%.
All I would say is that if you are on socials, if you are coming from a presenter into DJing, which can be hard, like Double said, you know, you're gonna get the eyes. Like, oh, here we go, another one. Just be fucking sick, and whatever level that is, it doesn't. You know, we're not all the same level.
That's the main thing, I think. Just practice the craft, and if you want to be a DJ, be a DJ. Don't just try and
know what it stands for. Like, what does DJ? What's it stand for, babes? Like
disc jockey.
Right. Well, no, you know that. But I'm just saying, what
that was a question then.
No. Like, you know, and it's not. And just because you don't want that man or that girl, that hater, to come up to you in the club and be like, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. Fucking prove her wrong. Every time. Like, that's all I'm driven by is just proving myself wrong, really, because I'll hear a mix and I'm like, yeah, I can do better. Do it again.
Yeah.
Next week at Box Park, do this. Next week, do that. So sometimes and don't be afraid to ask or to promote good DJs around you. If there are sick DJs, watch what they do. That's not a problem, you know.
100.
Like, do you know what I mean? That's it. Like, if I rate, and I'll rate all three of you, but if you rate them, that's not a problem. Retweet, like.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem out there. It's like, some people are scared to be seen pushing other people's shit. Like,
that's not just a female thing.
That's just a look in general of the whole game, innit? Like, yeah. It's a
if you're not secure enough in your own skills, mate, you're not going to.
Well, that's it. You got to be confident in your own ability. Like, if you know you're dope, like, putting on the next person isn't going to like numb down what you're doing yourself, innit?
Ultimately, by supporting other DJs, it only helps the scene, because let's just say, for example, I've got certain club promoters following me on Twitter, and they might book me, but they might be one of them ones where they can't book me every week because it's just oversaturation. You get 2 bookings a year from them, those kind, yeah. So let's just say Cable puts out his what was it, Transition Tuesday or Music Monday? What was it?
Music Monday.
Music Monday. There we go. And I know I've retweeted a couple of them before because they spun my head.
Yeah, the fire.
So now one of these promoters might see that and see me endorsing Cable. So now they're going to book Cable and put Cable on.
But even
but it maintains the high level of DJing in that place.
Absolutely. But on top of that, Cable's going to be like, "Rah, Double put me on that day, you know." And then before you know it, like, actually me and Melody have a really nice rapport like that. She always says to me, anytime I can't do a booking, you're the only person I go to. However, rewind on one of my birthdays, I had an all-female lineup. I had Sarah Harrison, I had another DJ called DJ Marksy on purpose. And I think from then she was like, and I wasn't even DJing then. I think I just started. And she said, from then it's like, Rah, she don't think she's ever been booked by girls like properly like that before.
No way. So
it's just things like that. I've put Cable on. Cable's going to remember that. Okay, he might be a nice person and book you for something else, or he might not, whatever, but it's the rapport. What I don't want is, I don't want people to go into a room and be like, yeah, that Nadia girl, yeah, she's this, that, and yeah. I don't want that. I want, if it's going to be bitchy, let it be something I've said, and let it be something that I am.
Yeah.
One thing I'm not is I'm not selfish, and I'm not trying to overshine any other female. I'm not trying to take away from any other female or any other male. I just stand by, if you're going to have this social media background and you're going to be this influencer, because technically I am. The amount of followers I've got, if I go to a business, they'll say I'm an influencer. Great. Well, I would like to influence DJing now. Not Nadia, who can do a few songs mixing. No, I'm now going to be a DJ, just like how I take presenting as a serious craft, just like how I'd started blogging and thought, fuck this is long. So I stopped it rather than being some mediocre blogger. I'm not a blogger, innit? It's fine. I'm just not. But I am a DJ because I want to be, and I'm going to do it properly. So it's just that. Just, you know, don't come on socials and pretend that you can do shit, and you know, it just cheapens what other females are doing. It's long. Shut up.
There you go.
Shut up. That is
Shut
a
up.
beautiful ending.
That's a good way to lock it off.
Shut up, bitch.
I was so rude today.
No, it's cool, man.
I thought I was going to be nicer.
Nadia No Filter J in the building.
Thank you for coming through, man. That was dope. That was
Thanks,
dope.
guys.
So Talkover podcast.
Sick.